So, good morning to all of you. My name is Christian Racca. I'm the program manager of Impact Deal. I'm pretty excited because this is the first chance that we have to meet the potential participants in our upcoming acceleration program, the 10th edition of Impact Deal. So, welcome to all of you, and nice to have you in this informative session. Together with me this morning, my colleagues Leonardo and La. You will meet them in a few minutes because they will contribute to the presentation of the, let's say, key information about this program. And also we have some special guests from our stakeholders, but let's proceed in order. Before starting, just a few basic rules. I know that all of us, we are basically ninjas in call conferencing, but it's nice to have a basic set of rules. So please mute your microphone in order to avoid background noise during the presentation. Please use the chat wherever you want to type your questions to help us in providing you effective information or to request for additional info on the program. During the Q&A, that will be the second part of this session, please raise your hand or unmute your microphone when we will give you the right to speak or to enter in the conversation. This session, as we said before, is recorded, so it will be available later for future usage. In case of a problem, let us know. Well, good. This informative session has a very straightforward purpose, and particularly providing you as much as information as possible about the third edition of Impact Deal. What is Impact Deal? If you are here, probably you know already our program. We have browsed our website, but let's start with the basic introduction. So Impact Deal is an acceleration program focused on European enterprises aimed at generating positive impact on society and environment. Our, let's say, key ingredients in our program, as we will see later, is the chance to have and to establish partnerships and collaborations with our data club. And in a few seconds, we will speak more about the data you can access through Impact Deal and the data club members. Personally, I work for Topics. Also, Leonardo and Lara are part of the Topics team. Topics is the operational partner, but the main founders and promoters of this program are CRT Foundation and OGR. And as I said before, we have some few guests this morning. So let me introduce you Stefania Coni, that is representing the CRT Foundation, for a welcome to all of you. Stefania. Are you there?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Christian. Happy to be here. My name is Stefania Coni, coordinator of the international activities of Fondazione Charity. Fondazione Charity is a major Italian foundation whose philanthropic activity is mainly addressed to three big areas: art and culture, research and education, and welfare. And the resources for its philanthropic activity come from the proceeds generated by the investment of its endowment, which is around 2.5 billion euro, while its granting activity amount to about 70 million euro per year. In addition to its major strategic holdings, like Moody's, Unicredit, etc., Fondazione Charity invests in several national and international private equity and venture capital funds, including social impact and social housing funds. I say this because I would like you to know that our engagement with Impact Deal goes definitely beyond financial support. We work to create connections, which hopefully becomes strategic collaborations between impact enterprises and our partners and networks. And let me say that in relation to this, Fondazione Charity is also a prominent member of FLEA, the European network of foundations, which often are investors like us, and of Impact Europe, which gathers more than 350 impact investors of all kinds, like foundations, funds, and banks across Europe and beyond. I am very proud to say that in a few weeks, during the main event of Impact Europe, which will take place in Bilbao this year, we will be organizing a pitching session with entrepreneurs of the previous two editions of Impact Deal. And I am equally proud to say that from this year, Impact Europe, this network, is an active partner of Impact Deal. So thanks to these plenty of networks, we do our best to provide our entrepreneurs opportunities to connect with potential partners and investors. Impact Deal itself, it's a partnership program, a partnership which is growing over time, and Christian will go through it in a while. And I think that we all know how relevant is collaborations among different sectors of society when it comes to unleash the potential of data for positive social change. So thank you all for being here today. We hope to develop collaborations with you as well. And a big, big thanks to all our partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stefania. We know that you can stay with us for all the session due to other commitment, but I mean for the participants, they can meet you during the program in Torino. Okay, so thank you so
Sure,
much.
thank you.
Well, we have a second main stakeholder in this program, and this is also the venue for the in-presence event in Impact Deal. I'm speaking about OGR, and we have here Chiara Capotondi presenting in a few seconds the OGR project.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for this opportunity to introduce OGR Torino. I'm, as mentioned by Christian, I'm Chiara, and in OGR Tech, along with the entire team, and Serena is here with us today, our role is to provide innovation programs and startups with the resources they need to thrive. OGR Torino is a project of Fondazione CRT, opened in 2017 after the restoration of 3,500,000 square meters of an old workshop for trains in the city center of Turin. And the project has two souls, which were influenced by the age shape of the building. And one is OGR Cult, which is dedicated to contemporary culture in general, from contemporary art to culture. And the other, of which we are part, is OGR Tech, an innovation hub with more than 15 active innovation programs that supports 120 startups per year and has collected an ecosystem of 70 partners between corporates, financial partners, and applied research centers. So by joining Impact Deal, you really have open doors to valuable resources and connection of an entire ecosystem. Just to mention a few of the services we provide as an innovation hub, we have soft landing activities and a dedicated resource, which is our community manager, that will ensure that each startup can integrate smoothly in the entire ecosystem. And we also offer free consultation services with professionals like legal, financial, and operationals. Beyond one-to-one support, we organize and we foster growth through more than 100 community events per year. Yes, there are a lot, which are designed to help you network, but also to allow partnership and knowledge exchange to happen in the ecosystem. We do also provide, and we are implementing that, a support and assistance in attracting investment by connecting founders with potential investors. And by joining Impactil, you will not only participate in a program, but really become part of a community that is committed really to make an impact and to disrupt the system. So we are really excited to welcome you and to welcome new entrepreneurs in the ecosystem, and we are here to support you every step of the way. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Karen. Let me add that being in OGR Torino is really a great opportunity for us and for you as participant in the project, and probably is one of the best place in Turin to make innovation. So let's say we have a great starting for this project. Let's move to the rest of the team. As Stefania said, is a collaborative project itself. And speaking about data, we can't miss to have a scientific partner, and we have chosen a great scientific partner because we started this journey, this Impact Deal journey, with the ISI Foundation, that is one of the, let's say, top research institution around the world and dealing with complexity science and data science. To amplify the impact of our program, we have also a great crew of impact and ecosystem partners, helping us promoting the program, helping us creating this collaborative environment, and joining the opportunity that we have at national, at local, at international way. We have Ashoka, that you probably know as, let's say, group of change makers around the world. We have Impact Hub, and particularly Impact Hub Torino as the main contact point. Stefania already said that this year we have the new entry Impact Europe as one of the main ecosystem partner. We have a few stakeholders that are pretty relevant on the local, meaning Turin and Piedmont territory, like the Digital Innovation Hub Piemonte, the MESAP, and Torino Social Impact, that is a let's say, important player dealing with the impact topic. So as you can see, we have, let's say, solid shoulders for our activities. We have also a second group of partners that are really, really important for our mission. And we call them, we give them the label of Data Club. What is a Data Club? Data Club is a group of public and private organizations that are committed to support you. In which way? Providing you the access to their proprietary dataset. This again, it's a kind of unique value proposition for our acceleration program, and so we are really proud of having those organizations that are huge organizations in some cases, trusting our initiative and trusting the mission and the vision behind Impact Deal. You have probably seen the name and the members of the Data Club. We have a municipality, the city of Torino. We have a telco, Wind3. We have a bank, Sella. We have AlmaWave, this is important technology player. We have Advaneo, that is let's say a proxy for a data space working in the Green Deal sector, with Cubic, that is an Italian-American company, a startup, let me say, a scale-up probably, now an industry, focused on, again, mobility and mobile advertising. We have opened that hub, an important innovation hub, or better, a project connected to a tech park in Bolzano, Italy, with a deep experience in leveraging and exploiting open data. And we have Planet Smart City, that is let's say almost a unicorn in Italy, or we hope so. no more a startup. They are committed to create let's say, almost city around the world, or smart cities around the world, or smart departments around the world. And they are trying to use our program to extend their positioning in the data space. Well, this is a group, it's a fluid group in the sense that our ambition is to make this group bigger in the future, and we are working on this. And we hope so, and we hope to increase the number of the participants in the data club, the number of the data club members before the starting of the program. But this is a news that we will announce later. One important spoiler that I can share with you is the fact that even this year we have probably the contribution of Microsoft as a key partner of the initiative. We started with Microsoft from the beginning of this journey. So in the previous editions, we had the partnership with these super important players. This partnership is confirmed even this year. You don't see the logo of Microsoft yet on the website, but it's just a matter of administrative issues. Dealing with big corporates sometimes is longer than what you expect, but let's say I can announce that even this year, Microsoft trust Impact Deal. Well, again, probably the key asset in Impact Deal is this mix of components: impact, data, and the ecosystem or the network that we can put at your benefit during the program. And this is a direct consequence of our partnerships. Thanks to our data clubs, we can provide you with great data sets, not only open data, but also proprietary data that otherwise are not accessible. Thanks to CRT Foundation, OGR, and all the partners we have involved, we have a great network of potential stakeholders. You can create partnerships, you can establish collaborations, but also investments. And particularly, we think that also having Impact Europe this year is a great opportunity to extend our network of impact investors, providing you more opportunities to get funding, and get funding from the right people. That is the most important fact. As an impact startup, for you, is important to find a commitment by a right investor that is interested not only in the economic growth of your industry, of your business, but also in the impact you will generate on the society and on the environment. So having this network of impact investors for us is a incredible value that we want to share with you, of course. And of course, we have 2 years of experience. We are still a startup in a certain way. We can say this. We can say this. But we have a lot of experience on our back, and we can introduce you also to our previous community of alumni, mentors, and participants. And again, even in this case, it's a great value we can provide you as a participant in the new edition of the program. Let's look a bit to the timeline of the acceleration. So we are almost at the middle of our call for impact enterprises, meaning that we have let's say less than 1 month to the deadline for the call for participants, for the call for impact enterprises. The key deadline is December 2nd, so mark this date in your calendar. Then we have an evaluation phase, and we plan to announce the selected enterprises before Christmas, let's say as a Christmas gift, if you want. The beginning of the program will be in January. So January 15 to start with probably with a online kickoff. As you have seen on the website, our program is hybrid because our target is let's say European enterprises. So we know that it's not easy for many of you to move around Europe and we don't want to create too much pollution with the transportation and so on. So we decided for this hybrid version of the program, but we have also some in-presence event. Again, we will start on January 15 with a kickoff event. This year we decided to extend the number of the enterprises admitted to the first stage of the program. So the plan is to admit up to 30 enterprises. That is a great number. I know, we know, and we are a bit scared of this because we have to manage a lot of work on this aspect. But the first stage at the end is specifically focused on the validation and matching. So having this direct interaction with you, having this one-to-one collaboration and meeting will help us, our partners, our data club members to know you and to know your needs in terms of data, in terms of funding, in terms of collaboration. So the first stage is basically focused on this validation and matching process. We included in the first stage some training, as we will see in a second, but I will speak about this in the next slides. To conclude stage one, we will organize a kind of matchmaking event with impact investors and our data clubs. This will be an in-presence event in Torino, of course in OGR as the main location. And before the end of or let me say better, after the end of the first stage, we have a kind of funnel. We have a kind of selection. So we will reduce the number of the enterprises and only a subgroup of them will be admitted to the second stage, starting up with first. In this second stage, the let's say goal is to activate this data collaboration that I mentioned before. So it's only for the enterprises that will participate and will be selected for the second stage, there will be access to the dataset by our data club members. And we plan to have between 10 and 12 startups or enterprises admitted to the second stage. The conclusion, the end of the program will be a demo day, of course, again in Torino, again in OGR, and the date for this is June 30. So you can already mark in your calendar in order to be free on this important date for us and for our program. This is an overview on the timeline. Then, of course, little changes might happen due to some organizational stuff, but in case, we will update you promptly. Let's have a deep down into the two stages of the program. I already said something, but it's nice to recap a bit the key important step. Again, stage one basically focused on validation and matching from January to March next year, of course, up to 30. Then, of course, we can have a reduced number, but I mean our basket is ready for 30 enterprises. The objective, again, is to validate the interest from our investors and also identify the needs for data from you and a possible match with the data club members. And again, what is the menu for this stage? One-to-one meeting with us, of course, in order to better understand your needs and your key position. We are organizing some training sessions on our key pillars that again are impact investing, data collaboration, and impact measurement, as we will see in a second. And the idea, it's another key feature of our program, is having this data pitch in front of the data club. The data pitch is, you are all expert in pitching in front investors. Not all of you are expert in pitching for data in front of a data owner. We will train you on this. Other, let's say, relevant information, again, I mean, just to give you an idea of what training means and of what meetings, what is the commitment, what is the effort you have to dedicate to the program. I know this is very, very important for you because, I mean, you are so busy as a startup and so you have no time to waste, and we don't want to waste your time. So the idea is having a couple of meetings with us in order to assess your needs and the potential matchmaking. We limited the training to about 4 sessions, 4 online sessions, again, focused on our pillars. So impact investing, data collaboration, impact measurements, but we have to speak all the same vocabulary. So these training are pretty important. Data pitch, so pitching in front the data club. We will organize this on the basis of the number of admitted enterprises on the needs. So we have to fine tune a bit this part in progress, and 2 days dedicated to matchmaking with investors at the beginning of March. This is the first stage of Impact Deal. After this, as I said, a second stage, but not for all the startups admitted to the program. Only about 10 or 12 startups according to, again, our evaluation, our plus Data Club members evaluation. The objective of this second stage is precisely to accelerate your potential through the data collaboration. So providing you with data sets that can help you to validate your business, to create better products, to understand better the market, to create partnership or collaboration with the data owners. So the usage of the data can be very, very different. And we have a wide, let's say, a list of potential ways to use the data based on our past experience. We also have a mentorship program that is precisely focused on this second stage of the program. Usually we are able to match you with at least 2 mentors, 2 expert mentors, providing you, let's say, specific mentorship about the business and the impact aspects, but also the data. I mean, thanks to ISI Foundation, we can leverage their powerful team of scientists, of data scientists and artificial intelligence experts in order to help you to use, to leverage the data we can provide you in the best way possible. And of course, our goal is make some investment opportunities happens and became reality. So from the beginning of the program till to the end, if we see an opportunity to match you with a impact investor or with a traditional investor, definitely you can trust us that we will make our best to make this funding happen. As you know, we are an equity-free program, so we do not take any equity from you. Therefore, let's say we are best friends for other funds that can leverage our scouting at European level. Okay, so we have a great network of investors, funds, VCs, and we will share these addresses with you guys. Okay, there are some questions in the chat. Thank you so much. Maybe we can address these topics at the end during the Q&A, if you don't mind. Okay. In any case, we will be sure to answer all of your questions before the end of this informative session. Also, a piece of information that is pretty important is about the constraints or the requirements for the participants. So what we are looking for in terms of potential participants for our program. We decided to open our acceleration program to profit and non-profit enterprises. So not only startups, this is important information. Basically, we accept startup to, let's say, early stage till to small medium enterprises. And in our track record, we had startup with different funding stage. And basically, we can say that we were able to create value for all of them. So both startup in early stage and both startup that already get funding. As I said before, our geographical target is Europe. So all the startups based in Europe are eligible for our program. Of course, we think that the data is a key ingredient, and we can't teach you from zero to scratch how to use the data. So let's say data background in your team is pretty important in order to exploit the program at the best. This does not mean that you need to have a full team of data scientists, data engineer, data visualization experts, whatever, but some data knowledges, let's say, are more than welcome in order to take benefit of our program. Otherwise, probably you can't discuss and collaborate in a proper way with our data club members and data owners. We do not accept business idea, so the business need to be incorporated or established, or let's say a real company and on the market. And we prefer to work with companies that have MVP in already validated, so already tested with some potential users. So we have here also some information about the TRL, but let's say the most important information is that MVP need to be in the stage of testing and validation. Okay. And of course, this is probably the most important requirement that we set for our programs. You have to be focused on tackling one of the societal and environmental challenges. So you should be in line with one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Of course, let's say the 17 Sustainable Development Goals are pretty wide in the scope. But we are thinking that our program can, let's say, be important for different sectors and different kind of startups. So, I mean, the important thing is that your impact is intentional from the beginning. You need to be clear in your mission, in your society mission. And this is probably the most important ingredient we ask to our participants. In our application form, as you will see in a few minutes, thanks to Lara, is precisely focused to ask you what is this intentional impact. It's the time now to spend some more words about the data we can provide you during the program. No? You will be informed on the fact that we have this data club. These are the members at this stage at the moment, providing you with data. But let's see a bit more in details what kind of data they can provide to you during the second stage of the program. So again, we have the city of Torino, a municipality, a smart city, and this is the reason why I put city of Torino and Planet Smart City in the same slide. Because these two players, these two stakeholders, can provide you with data about the city of Turin in terms of, let's say, all the information about smart communities, but also urban mobility flows and data from utilities. So let's say about energy, water management, waste management. That is also an important track. In the past, we had some startups that worked on this aspect. By the way, you can also check on our website the portfolio, and this is great because you can see other startups that were involved in our program and that used our program to, let's say, boost their impact and their business. Planet Smart City is a new entry this year. And so, let's say, they are committed in creating and innovate the real estate sector, not only in Italy. In fact, they are let's say, their activities are all around the world. And this is a way to extend the scope of the program and the kind of data we can provide you in a sense that are not related only to the local territory of the city of Torino. But let me spend a few additional words on this. Even if we have, let's say, only the city of Torino in our data club, at the end is not a limitation, because if you prove the importance of the data that a city can provide to you with this specific case, then you can easily replicate with other cities with a on-field experience and show to other cities, other municipalities what you the results that you achieved with the data from a single city. So I don't see the fact that we have only the city of Torino as a limitation for our program. Okay, it's better to have let's say a city that is innovative and it is ready to innovate with you guys and with your startup. As I said to you before, we have a telco inside our program, inside our data club. More specifically, we have WinTrend, that is one of the major telco and mobile operator in Italy. And the data that you can receive from a telco are very, very important, particularly if you are working or if you are interested in the mobility of people, no? Because even without, let's say, generating problem with privacy or whatever, you can access to this information about the origin and destination of the people. I said that it's not a privacy problem because these data are aggregated on a statistical basis. So basically, there is no match with a real people. No, you see these flows around a local area, but there is no match with Christian Racca or Stefania Coni in terms of real people let's say, in the real world. Okay. Despite this statistical aggregation, these information are pretty useful. And if you have the chance to see the works and the researches by ISI Foundation in this sector, you can definitely understand the power of telco data in order to understand and have insight on mobility people around the world. Connected in some way to mobility, but let's say we can use these data even in different way. We have the data coming from AlmaWave and Cubic. AlmaWave is a big tech company that acquired one of our previous partner, the Datapill. Datapill was a startup, now it's, let's say, a scale up acquired by AlmaWave, and their focus was on sustainable tourism or let's say digital positioning, so information, data, key aspects about point of interest around Italy and not only Italy. And connected to this, we have also a second data club members that is Cubic. Even in this case, Cubic started as a startup, so know very well your current position, current situation. Now is a well-established company within Italy and US. And even in this case, they have important information connected to point of interest, origin, destination, trajectories. Basically, again, it's a way to understand what are the habits of the people moving on a specific places. This does not mean that only mobility startups need to apply to our program, because mobility data can be used for lots of ways. So lots of possible usage in this sense. We have a bank, one of the largest bank group in Italy, Sella. Probably for Italian people, Italian participants, it is a well-known brand. Sella helped or decided to support our program using or providing with customer movements with some indications of the merchant category. And even this data set is very, very important, because it's a way to predict, or it's a way to get insight from what people want, what people buy, when, in which amount, what is the total amount of expenditure for specific sector and for specific products. They are also interested in working on the ESG, let's say ESG sector, ESG group of investments, so they can provide you even more information, even more data on investment portfolio tagged with this ESG label, and credit transfer linked to renovation and eco bonus. That is a let's say important topic for at least for Italian people here. Advaneo is again a new entry in our program this year. They are our proxy to the Green Deal data space. Probably you are aware that the European Union is investing a lot of money in creating these data space hubs. So basically ecosystems of organizations that can exchange among themselves data set for a common purpose. And by the way, impact in a certain way is a kind of societal impact data space, or at least this is our ambition. And thanks to Advaneo, we can access to data about circular economy and supply chains. Of course, they are both two big words, circular economy and supply chains, but I mean, we have data about this aspect, and we can leverage them for your business. Our friends in Bolzano built an important project named Open Data Hub. And by the way, they are leveraging a lot of data sources you can browse in their public catalog. On our website in the section data, you will see Open Data Hub logo, and you can also see the link to their public catalog. And they have a lot of data, a lot of interesting data about mobility again, weather and climate, is also connected to climate change, environment, and particularly the pollution, and tourism. So again, it's a way to get insight from these important topics, thanks and through the data. This is a, let's say, brief recap of our data club members at the moment, and we plan to have more data club members in the future. But about this, I will share the floor with Leonardo, that can say more about what we mean for data collaboration.
Thank you, Christian. Hello, everyone. I'm Leonardo. I'm Innovation Officer at Topics, and I also contribute to Impact Deal program. So in this slide, we want to communicate more about how data collaboration happen and work. So it's since the confidential and sensitive nature of the data shared, it's quite common that the data club members ask for an NDA to be signed. So this is usually how start the collaboration. At least at this stage, the collaboration are not standard POCs. This why this because there are not money involved in the POCs, and also because every data club member has on interest and priority. Even though I just told you that there are not money involved in the data collaboration, I must say that this data collaboration are not data charity. You will have access to data sets, to relevant data for your business model, for your startup, for your company. And therefore, the data club member also expects something back, of course. That can be just the fact that you are using and improving the data they give you, or also if you have data that can be also useful for the data club members, this could also be a possibility. Lastly, as you know, as Christian already told you, we expect to have a lot of startup up to 30 in the stage 1 and up to 12 in the stage 2, and also the data lab it's made of several different companies. So this to explain that it is an option. It's possible to have more than one collaboration. So you can ask for different data. You can have different data collaboration with different data providers. So this is of course a possibility, and often happen from what we see so far. And in the next slide, if you are still thinking that you are not the perfect match for the for the program, here are 3 tips for you why we still encourage you to apply. And the data club for now is made of 8 different data club members. Even though we are trying to work day by day to enlarge the data club, so probably the number of the different data club members you will see in January when we start the program will be more and different from the one Christian just presented. The stage 1 of the program is anyway, it can be helpful for you because through these target sessions, we will try to make you have a best use of the data you collect. And also from our side, we will try to better understand your needs so that even though maybe we don't have the perfect fit with between the data provider and your startup, we can still help to maybe present you an additional data provider or even an additional partner. That's because as you can of course imagine, it's not that easy to find the perfect match between the data set and the company, the startup. We of course had sometimes these issues, but still in the past edition we were able to generate value for the startup. Were not able to have the perfect match with the data club. How? We usually we try to organize the meeting with the investors and also with key partners of the startup sector, and with startup networking, which we still run during the program and also after the program. So now I can leave the mic to Lara. She will try to help you during the application in the platform F6S we use for the application process.
Leonardo, let's change a bit the order of the let's say of the presentations. for two reasons. The first one is that meanwhile we have this call, we received a great information. And
Yes.
second, because we have some questions, a very interesting question, and probably it is better to address them now and then move later to the application how to. Sorry, Lara, I will just postpone your contribution
Yes.
for a few seconds. Stefania, what happened in the last few minutes?
And yes, in the meantime that you are presenting, I have received a very good news. That is to say that TIM, the big telco, again, is with us. Christian said that sometimes it takes time to create contact, collaboration, and above all, to formalize them. So we are happy to say that together with Wind 3, we also have a team in our data club. I have also to say that Tim has been with us since the very beginning of the program, but sometimes it takes time to formalize the collaboration again. Thank you.
This is something that was not organized before this
No.
meeting, but let's say that given that we received the email right now, we decided to share with you this information in real time. Okay. Um, Meanwhile, Leonardo was explaining his part. I was reading the questions, and probably it is better to address these couple of questions right now. I mean, in order to provide effective answers that maybe are useful for all the participants. So our friend in Neocarbons, probably this is the name of the startup. Said that is not clear to him if the call is only limited to companies dealing with data and AI, or is open also to company proposing production equipment and processes. Well, definitely the call is not only for or limited to companies dealing with data and IT. So also companies working on processes are more than welcome to our program. As I said you before, a basic understanding of how to use the data is probably let's say an important ingredient for your participation, no? Because we can't teach you how to use the data during an acceleration program. So having some skills on this, having some components of the team that are focused on using data or creating value with data is an important information. But definitely this is not related to the purpose or the mission of your company. It's more about the opportunity that we can create for you, and the way you can take benefit of this from this opportunity. I hope to have an answer to your question. We have a second question about that is interesting, by the way, by Massimo from Mobility Square. And Mobility Square means probably that you are dealing with mobility sector. How many applications did you receive in previous editions? Just to understand what are the chances to be in the selected 30. Well, let's say the positive remark or the positive factor is that we had a growing trend in the applications. So we started with about 40, 50 in the first edition, then we doubled about 80 in the second edition. We plan to have more in our third edition, okay? Just to answer in the best way to your question. Then we have also another very specific question from Alex. Thank you for this. We planned to employ data in two directions. So equipment parameters control to let us regulate product quality depending on a feedstock, soil and crops to regulate parameters of soil amendment input. Is it okay for the program? Well, first of all, you have a clear idea of how to use the data. That is definitely a good news for us, because you have a clear idea of what you need and what you can leverage and what you can create with based on the data. As you've seen probably in the data that we presented in the previous slides, there isn't a perfect match, but we have to investigate a bit more, because maybe in the data set that can come from the city of Turin, from the environment of the city of Turin, and maybe also from the data set coming from Open Data Hub, there is also some information that you can browse. But as Leonardo said, based on our selection and based on our first stage, we can decide to extend or to ask other partners, other companies from our network to join our data club or to create a specific partnership with you during the second stage. So let's say, from my point of view, this is okay for the program, okay? And then of course we have to see in progress how we can help you with the data that we have, or that we can find with other partners. In this case, I hope to have answered to your question. Otherwise, feel free to write more in chat, and happy to discuss. Or if you want, and this is an invitation for all of you, definitely our job is providing you information, at least till December 2nd. So do not hesitate to write us via email, and we can easily plan a one-to-one meeting or a one-to-one call in order to brainstorm, even brainstorm a bit about the way we can help each other, because it's a win-win game, no? If you have success with your startups, we have success with our program, as you can imagine. Good. Let's move back on our plan. We have still a couple of minutes, but the time is enough to have a quick recap about the application process. So here we are. Lara, would you recap the key steps in order to apply to Impact Deal?
Yeah. Okay. So hello everyone. So yeah, now that you learn more about the program itself, let's talk about how to apply. So first of all, two essentials informations. The first one is that applications are accepted exclusively going through the F6 platform. And secondly, also very important, it's that you be sure your application is finalized by December 2nd, the deadline for the call. And then if selected, you can look forward to an exciting announcement by December 23rd, so just in time for a rewarding holiday seasons. If you don't have an F6 account yet, you will need to create one. It's quite easy to create an account. You will just need to create a page for your company as well. And once you register to the platform by typing Impact Deal in the search bar, you will see these results, and the correct one, as highlighted on the slide, is Impact Deal 2024. So we've designed a detailed questionnaire that you will take directly in the platform F6 to evaluate the potential of your enterprise comprehensively. So yeah, let's have a quick overview of the different categories. The first one is more of an enterprise overview. So here we are interested in understanding your business better by asking info about, for example, your let's say your enterprise identity card. So that's name, year of establishment, country of operation, and market status. Also some financial oriented information, So that's current headcount, annual turnover, funding stage, and any funding received, as well as some business milestones, so key achievements, strategic partnerships or clients, and the participation in accelerators or similar programs. And then your expectations on impact deal, so that means your objectives by participating to the program, reasons for applying, and also the confirmation that a team member can commit to attending at least 70% of the sessions. Then we have a second category, more impact focus. So in this section, we're asking to outline the societal and of environmental challenges your enterprise is addressing. So specifies sustainable development goals, the United Nations SDGs you are working towards, and also to describe how your MVP addresses these challenges, and your current methods for measuring impacts. Then we have a third category, which is more dedicated to data awareness. So this section focus on your experience with data and AI, and we are asking you to describe how data and AI have contributed to your solutions, if so. And then we added two more optional questions regarding what data sets are relevant for your business, and how insights from a data club member could enhance your operations. And then we have a fourth category, which is the last one. Here we are not really asking, let's say, program-related questions, but basically to confirm the accuracy and truthfulness of the information you provided. You will also have to acknowledge that you have read the impact deal regulation and that you meet the eligibility criteria. And yes, that's basically it. So we look forward to reviewing your application and the opportunity to collaborate in the near future. And as already mentioned, if you are facing any issues during the application process, now that you have our contacts, please feel free to contact us so we can also help us assist you on our side.
Thank you so much, Lara. Today is also a chance to meet the team behind Impact Deal. So me, myself, Leonardo, Lara, Stefania, and Chiara for CLT Foundation and OGR. I mean, there are many people involved in this project, so it's again a great team of people committed for your acceleration. Let me remark again the importance of finalizing your application, because at the moment we have many in-progress application. That is nice for us, but only the finalized application will be admitted to the evaluation. So you have, let's say, 1 month, a lot of time to complete your application. You are, let's say, a good step, but be sure to arrive to the end. And also, again, we don't want to waste your time making a lot of questions for your application, but it's important to us to have key parameters in order to be sure to select the best startups for our program. No, there are a lot of acceleration program at the moment. In some cases, we are a good match. In other cases, probably there are better program or other programs more aligned with your needs. So this questionnaire is useful for us to understand if we can create value for you. So fill the information in in the most accurate way possible in order to let us better understand you. Okay, good. Meanwhile, Ekaterina asked if it is possible to participate as a solo founder. Well, of course, participation in acceleration program means sometimes some time and efforts, but definitely there are no restriction or limitation even in this case, even in the case of a solo founder, okay? But even in this case, thanks to the information you provide in the application form, we can be more accurate in our decision, okay? And even in this case, if you have additional doubts, feel free to reach us with an email. Maybe we can write also the email here, our, let's say, impact. Oh, sorry. This is our pool email. So all of us will receive this the message to this recipient. So feel free to use it for your additional questions. Okay, good. As Stefania said before, we have an important milestone for our program promotion in a couple of weeks from now. We will be involved in the Impact Week event in Bilbao with two sessions. One is organized and hosted by CRT Foundation, focused on, let's say, the pillars of the program. So impact, data, and how these two aspects are related each other. And we are part of this session, but we also have a pitching session on the second day of the event. We involved some of the past alumni of our program, so startups that made great things and that we arrived to the end of our previous editions of the program. But it's just to say that part of our activity, or a key point in our activity, is also giving you the chance to present, to pitch, to meet an international audience, like for instance the Impact Week audience, that is very, very important and wide in this aspect. So definitely we hope that in the next Impact Week, maybe next year, some of you will pitch in front of an audience of impact investors. By the way, if you attend this event in Bilbao, do not miss to let us know, and we can have a coffee together in Bilbao. Okay. Basically, this is the full set of the information we have prepared for you today. And we hope that is useful for you in order to finalize your application. But feel free to ask for more questions today or right now, even or using the chat or raising your hand. This last part of the session is open for a Q&A. Okay, and we are here to answer your additional doubts or additional requests for information. Yes, there is one question by Isaac. We are a Dutch-based startup. How are the F2F sessions clustered? Sorry, Isaac, not sure I've got what is F2F sessions
I think it's
clustered.
face-to-face, probably.
Okay. You mean the face-to-face meeting? Yes, face-to-face. Okay. Well, again, the program is designed to be open to startups from all around Europe, and even in the past editions, we had participation from different countries. Let's say then about the 50% or more of the startups admitted to the program are from abroad, not from Italy. We have limited numbers of events in presence in Torino, and we try to communicate them with a large time, let's say, in advance, in order to let you prepare for joining us in Turin. And we have some, let's say, we can call it money prize or money compensation in order to help you with travel expenditures, no? Because of course you have to buy flights, you have to buy hotels, whatever. So we have money that we can allocate for this to these selected startups. All the other events, all the other sessions are managed in online, using Meets, Teams, whatever, in order to let you to attend from basically all over the world. Let me stop also the screen sharing in order to see all of you. Okay, thank you. Of course, it's never a problem to have a trip to Italy. Yes, definitely. And our job is also to organize nice dinners and nice activities in order to make your time in Italy a great time. So don't worry, we will take care of you. Okay. Any additional questions from the audience? Let me see. Let me check to the chat. At the moment, no. Okay, great. Again, this session was recorded, so we'll make it available for future usage. If you want to share with other people in your team, we will provide you the link. Hope to have all of you guys in our pipeline of application before the end of the deadline. That is, again, don't forget, December the 2nd. So mark this date in your calendar, and once again, feel free to contact us for any additional questions or information. Yes, as Stefania said, the venue of the program is definitely not bad. If you have the chance to watch at the OGR Torino website, you can understand what I mean. Again, thank you so much for attending this informative session. Definitely, we can't wait to meet you in person. Good luck in any case for your business, for your startup, and for your impact generation. See you very soon, I hope so, in Torino. Ciao, thank you so much.
Thank you.